beat of horror on Route 666. It was supposed to be the ultimate road trip for four hip-hop artists. Blackout, Lyric, Fame and Lush had been planning it for months, driving down Route 66 in a classic convertible, stopping in small towns to perform at small venues and making music along the way. But as they drove through the desert on Route 666, things started to go wrong. The car suddenly started making strange sounds, and then it abruptly stopped. The artists stepped out of the convertible to take a closer look, but nothing seemed to be visibly wrong. As they tried to restart the car, they heard the distant sound of music coming from a small shack in the nearby abandoned town. Out of curiosity, they decided to wander towards the shack to see what was going on. The closer they got, the louder the music became. It was a strange tune, a mixture of hip-hop beats and eerie, haunting sounds. As they approached the shack, they could see shadows moving inside. They pushed open the door and found a group of people dancing to the music, but something was off. The dancers were pale and gaunt, and their movements were hypnotic. Despite their doubts about the situation, the hip-hop artists started to feel the beat of the music. It was infectious, and they couldn't help but move to the rhythm. But as the music continued, it became more intense. They noticed the dancers starting to shake and convulse, as if possessed by something supernatural. Suddenly, the music stopped. The dancers fell silent and turned to face the hip-hop artists. Their eyes were white and unseeing, their mouths twisted into grotesque smiles. Blackout, Lyric, Fame, and Lush tried to back away, but the dancers started to come towards them, slowly at first, then gradually quickening their pace. The artists tried to run, but the dancers caught up to them, their talons sharp as knives. One by one, the artists fell to the ground, ripped apart and devoured by the possessed dancers. Their screams echoed through the abandoned town, but no one heard them. Days later, a group of travelers stumbled upon the abandoned town. They found the convertible parked in the middle of the street, with the remains of the hip-hop artists inside. The music coming from the shack had long since stopped, but an eerie silence had settled over the town. Rumors say that if you listen closely on Route 666, on a quiet and still night, you can hear the faint beat of the music, followed by haunting screams, as if the spirits of the hip-hop artists were still trapped in that deserted town. From that day on, legends were made about the town and the mysterious music. People speculated that it was the work of a demon trying to lure in unsuspecting musicians, or that the town was cursed. The truth was never discovered, but one thing was for sure: never again would anyone dare to travel down Route 666.